And we're back. It's your good pal, Scudder for Mike. Here we go, boys. It's time to delve into the dungeon once more. It has been a while since we've actually done a delve. We've spent some time crafting a hex and doing downtime, and in the time it took to accomplish those goals, El Randon has healed up. If we go back to our trusty calendar here, we can see that on the 19th, that is today, he's all healed up and ready to go. So December 19th, I thought this was gonna feel a lot longer, but yeah, kind of happened quickly. I want to make sure we get in a game before the holiday coming up, because I will be traveling for Christmas. Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy holidays to everybody else who's into that. We are going to take El Randon. He's been on the bench for too long. He's ready to go out there. Now, he doesn't have a bonus because his taxes, he paid the bare minimum. But that's okay because he still has anti-charm. He has this enchantment ability, which I think we've used one time to great effect. And he has lore, which means if there is a cursed item, I'm going to roll for it and see if he's aware of it ahead of time. And he can prepare one spell as a level 2 bard. I think we're going to go with Entangling Roots. It's pretty good to get away. We're bringing Ruby May. Ruby struggled during her downtime. She is going to start with a couple hit points down. And for the first 12 rounds in the dungeon, she's going to be at a total of -2, but it will just equal a -1 because she paid good taxes. And so for 12 rounds, which I went ahead and marked so I won't forget, for 12 rounds, the first 2 full torches, Ruby will be at a -1 on all of her checks. But after that, it'll be a flat 0 for the first adventure. And then for the rest of December, it'll just be +1. So I will erase all of that. But Ruby is very close. She is on the cusp of level 3. So we're looking forward to that. Then she can start healing. We're bringing Augustus because we need a healer. So Augustus is our level 4 cleric. Got some serious power under Augustus's belt. One of the original gangsters. Can cast a couple of spells. Let's see, 2 level 1s and 1 level 2. We're going to take 2 heals. And then, ooh, what do we want? Do we want Bless? Bless is very good, but Hold Person, I think, will be better for this adventure. We're bringing Gilius Thunderchunderer. Gilius traded out the trident, the +1 fish command trident. He's going to take the +1 sword that was given back by the wolf before he went on his assassination mission. And so he's going to take that. He likes swords more. They do more damage, and so he's going to be happier with that. Let's see. We're also bringing Kristoff. Whoa. This knucklehead right here, this troublemaker, tracked down a youthful acolyte, a little paladin, a nice lady, a youngling, put her to sleep magically, and sacrificed her to Asmodeus for a staff of power. Now, I was looking over the staff of power, and you guys should know, that thing is a banger, okay? I can use a charge and do a melee attack to do 2d6 damage. That is quite a lot of damage, but that pales in comparison to the spells and to the Cone of Cold effect. So the Cone of Cold effect, I don't think there is a Cone of Cold spell. We could look that up, but it's separated on the staff. There's spells and then there's the Cone of Cold. So I'm thinking that there is no Cone of Cold. Let's go ahead and just double check that in the spell section. Let's see, magic user. Let's just quickly zip through here. Is there a Cone of Cold? I don't. If I miss it, you guys can help me, right? If it is there and I just don't see it. Yeah, Cone of Cold I think is a 5th edition spell, or maybe even like 3rd or 4th edition, but it's not here. Yeah, there is no Cone of Cold spell, unless if I'm just like zipping past it too quickly. So what that is it's just an effect that just does a bunch of damage. Does 8d6, and they can save versus spells to take half, but I mean, I'm just going to destroy something. I can also cast the spell, which means that during combat, I would declare the spell, and there's a chance it could get broken, but continual light, fireball, telekinesis, and lightning bolt. Now, I rolled 12 charges. We marked that. But guys, I lack the experience to know, and maybe you old gamers can tell me. If I use one of these spells, does that take a charge? Because if you look, oh, I didn't even spell charge right. If you look in the Dungeon Master's guide, in the referee's tome, let's go ahead and do that really quickly. I'm going to pause the game. We're going to go back because I want us all to be on the same page here. So we've got rings and rock. Right, here we go. The Staff of Power. It says melee, expending 1 charge inflicts 2d6 damage on a successful hit. But it doesn't say anything about expending charges when you cast spells. I assume that it does, right? Like it would be too good if I could just keep doing these effects over and over again without ever using the charges. Only the melee attack would do a charge. I don't know, that doesn't add up to me. So what I'm going to do, unless of you guys can help me out, I'm going to say each time you cast a spell or use Cone of Cold or do a melee attack, you use a charge. And if I'm wrong, help me out because I would like to know the truth. I would like to know the facts. We're taking those adventurers and also the Terminator, a war dog that has been a loyal pupper for a while now. We are going into level 2 of the dungeon, so let's go ahead and delve. Let's get started. I do want to put the 5th edition player's handbook at the bottom. Now, we did decide using the 5th edition Dungeon Master's Guide. There's a portion here on this page. Well, you know what? We're just going to have to keep going back and forth. There's a portion, I tabbed it, on the dungeon chamber contents where it says monster dominant inhabitant. I hope you guys can see that. Let's go ahead and take a little peek if you guys can see that. You can. Okay, so we're going to have to be heavy-handed. If we roll dominant inhabitant or pet of the monsters, we're going to be a little heavy-handed. We'll roll in the random monster section. Whatever that monster is, that's going to be the dominant monster of this level. We haven't really found much details yet. We bumped into some gulligugs and some random critters, but we haven't declared what the dominant monster is yet, so we're going to find that out probably tonight if we hit one of those on the chamber content page. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to roll, set aside all of our magic items. We still have quite a lot of toys to play with. We are going to roll a d6 to see if there's anything that we bump into on the way to the dungeon. Only on a 1. We're fine. We're okay. Getting to level 2 where we want to go is over here. We're going to say it takes 1 torch. Because traveling just a little bit of distance in level 1, coming down the stairs, moving through this space, I think we're going to come over here. Now, it's been a while. I don't remember exactly what this door is. I know it's a special one, and I think we were able to recognize it. Gilius Thunderchunder was able to recognize it, but I didn't open it. I don't remember what it does. So we're going to go through this door. So before we do, we need to look at our marching orders. We have Gilius and the Terminator up front, Augustus and Elrandon in the middle, and Ruby and Kristoff in the back. We have a lot of firepower today. A lot. Oh, and Kristoff is going to take knock for his level 2 spell and 2 sleep spells for his level 1s that he has. All right, so at the door, we're going to listen. Now, one of my amazing viewers, you guys are so clever, came up with the idea, hey, the Terminator has got excellent hearing. The Terminator could do like a little, like, if he hears something, he could bow down low, or he could like do a little scratch thing or something. So we should have the Terminator also be listening at doors. You can train dogs to do stuff, sniff things out, maybe listen at doors. So we're going to have Gilius and the Terminator rolling. So Gilius is going to be red. Terminator is going to be white. On a 1 and 2, they hear something. Oh, they don't know what's behind the door. They have no idea. But the dungeon will provide. Set aside the character sheets for now. What's behind the door? We have to roll a dice to find out. So we're rolling a d20. Ooh, this purple one's gonna give us good luck. 18 beyond the door. We have a chamber right away. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll the size of the chamber. 16 gives us a circle with a 30-foot diameter. Okay. 30-foot diameter beyond this door. So we're going to bring it down just a little bit, just so it, we can make a nice little circle. So we got 1, 2, 3. This is where a curve is. This is where another curve is. I'm just going to freehand it this time, and I can make it beautiful later. All right, we got a nice little circle here. Hey, it kind of turned out okay. And how many chambers do we have? 19. We still roll on table 1, so that's 4. Hey, there's a lot of spaces we can go here. Let's see. This is going to be kind of awkward because I don't really exactly have, like circle, it's like there's no real sides. Everything's just one side. Okay, so let's see the location. 6 for the first location is opposite of the entrance. Well, that one's easy. And it will be a door that's locked. Okay, so we have a locked door here. The next is on the wall opposite of the entrance, okay? It is a passage. Oh, well, it's just a passage, okay. We could go this way with it. How about this? We take this and we run it this way. And this will be the direction of the passage. So it'll kind of jut off. It is on the opposite side, but it's also going to be a little bit on the over. All right, here we go. Let's keep going. We still have a couple of rooms left, a couple exits left. This is on the same wall as the entrance. It might be the same kind of shape. It is a door. So we're going to do like a little jutting off here. And we'll put the door here. Now, what kind of door do we have? It is 11 is locked. Man, we have like a weird mirror thing happening here. Okay, and then the last exit, 2 on the wall opposite of the entrance. It's over here, and it is a passageway. Oh man, what a weird. I'm not clever enough to come up with these ideas. Only the dice can determine. Is it even a circle anymore? With all this like. Okay, actually, we can make this one shape up. What a strange creation we have made. Okay, wow, I really like this. It kind of looks like legs and like an arm. Like, I don't know, that's a weird shape. Okay, so what do we have inside? We are going to turn on the 5th edition page. We're going to just jump over a couple of pages to page 296 in the 5th edition book. We're going to roll a D100 because we found that this is going to give us a little bit more variety than the other chart in the Old School Essentials book. So this is a 92. A 92 says it's an empty room with a dungeon hazard. See random dungeon hazards. We got them right over here. We already marked green slime once. Let's roll a D20. 16, violet fungus. Now, I do know the referee's guide has violet fungus. I've seen it before flipping through. So when we find it, we're going to put the page number on there so that way we don't have to find it again and again. Violet fungus. It could be under fungus. It could be alphabetized by V for violet, but we'll see. Oh, I think this is it. Violet fungus, page 123. So we're going to go ahead and mark that right now. 123. All right. So it's an empty room. No treasure. Page number 215. But there's violet fungus. Giant 5-foot tall carnivorous mushrooms that can creep around slowly. They live underground among shriekers. See page 105, which they resemble. feeding on the rotting remains of living creatures which stray too close. Okay, well, we need to also look at shriekers. It says page 105. Yeah, so these are just like little alarms. They're triggered by light or movement. Shriek lasts for 1d3 rounds. Each round of the shriek, there is a 50% chance of a wandering monster being attracted. Okay, so each round, wow. So we're gonna roll a d3. We come into the room, we see these really tall mushrooms. We're gonna roll a d3. This is how many rounds it's just yelling. Just for one round. Now there's a 50% chance, even says monsters come. Uh-oh. Even says a monster comes. Okay, so we come into the room, the shriekers go off. Now, the violet fungus, they can move. Oh, they are super slow. They're little bitty creepers. Tentacles rot the flesh. Save versus poison to avoid. If the save fails, the damage inflicted by the hit can only be healed by magic. Ooh, gross. They have 2d4 damage plus rot, and they have a +2 to attack. These guys are no joke. They are tough, and they have quite a bit of experience. No treasure involved, though. Let's see, how many are present? A d4 of them. So as these things are blowing up, and we're like, oh, you know, there's 3 of them. Uh-oh. Okay, as these things are blowing up, they're like screaming. They bring the attention of something, and these other creatures are crawling towards us, like shambling. So what comes towards us? Let's find out. We're on level 2 of the dungeon. We need to roll a d10 and a d4. Here we go. 2 and 0, we get, it's a 0 on the d10, so 2 and 0. Boop, 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 boop. Gas spores. Man, this is a fungal area, isn't it? Okay, okay, I have to look up gas spores. I don't know what they do. Probably blow up and kill us. Let's see, gas spores. We're close. We're close. Please don't blow us up. I like these characters. Oh man, where? Giant. Wait, where's a gas spore? Giant ferrets. Oh, it must have gone too far. Oh, here it is. Mindless floating fungi that appear almost exact. Oh, I've seen these before. They look like a scaled sphere. They have a wide toothy maw, a large central eye. Okay, we have actually seen these before. I think even on this level. In dim light, there's a 1 in 10 chance of noticing the fungal nature of the spores. If it's 10 feet or closer, there's a 1 in 4 chance. These things actually do creep. How fast do they move? Let's see. Yeah, they move really slowly. I think, honestly, like, we come into the room, the screaming starts, and then, like, in the darkness, we see these, like, creeping things come at us. Let me make sure we can just get away. I'm pretty sure we can just get away, unless if we're surprised. That's a, oh, we got to roll for that. We got to roll for that. Are we surprised? Oh, thank goodness we're not surprised. We're just going to run away. They're too slow. We're way faster than they are. We come back and we close the door. This will have to come another day. We cannot handle this. There's just too much chaos going on in this room. And, make sure. I just don't want to. Yeah, we just get away, right? Let's see. Gas spore explodes upon death. Yes, but we don't have to fight this thing. We can just run. Yeah, no. Everything in this room, it's all fungal. We cover our faces. We're like, nah, dude, let's get out of here. So that is 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm pretty sure. As we double back, we can come over here. We still haven't used up that second 10 minutes yet. We lit up this room, but that's just 4. We can still kind of double back a little bit and check just a little bit of this hallway before we need to mark off our torch. So, good thing those were slow-moving mushrooms. I mean, that helps a lot. Okay, so where does that tunnel lead? Let's see, 19. We got to go back just a couple of pages here. The tunnel, the passage, it leads to a chamber. 19 is a chamber. Okay, so what do we have? 17, it's a big boy. It's a circle with a 50-foot diameter this time. Okay, we are gonna have to like break it away just a little bit. We come over here, we get down the tunnel. At that point, random monster must be checked. On a 1. Nothing. Okay, so now we're gonna draw a 50-foot diameter room. This is a big room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is one end. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the other end. Yeah. Okay, so we're starting to get like a shape over here. It's not gonna be a perfect circle, but we are gonna do our best to just kind of curve it around. I just don't want to break out the tool right now. I'd rather adventure. All right, how many exits do we have? This is on column 2, so there's more likely to be more ins and outs. On a 10, we have a total of 2 ways in and out, aside from the entrance. The first one is on the same wall as the entrance, so it could be over here, and it is a door that will be locked. Okay, so yeah, I think that if it's going to be on the same side, we should just shape this circle to be a little bit funny shaped, and that's okay. We're going to have a door right here that's locked. Now we do have 1 knock spell. There's one more way out. 15 says that it is going to be on the wall to the right of the entrance. So I'm thinking about like how they come in. It's going to be on this side, and it will be a passage. All right, so we're in the room. This is room 216 according to our calculations. What's in here? What did we find? What did we uncover? $61 gives us an obstacle. Okay, well, let's see what kind of obstacles are in the way. We roll a d20, 16, overgrown mushrooms. Okay, we're starting to see a theme emerge here, aren't we? They block progress and must be hacked down. 25% chance of mold or a fungus dungeon hazard hidden among them. Okay, so on a 1, we have a fungus. We have that's a 2, no fungus, but we do have to take the time to hack these things down. Also, to explore this room, 1, 2, 3, yeah, just to get up and down this room, that's another mark off our torch. And then hacking down, it's gonna stop us for another 10 minutes. We have a random monster check. On a 1, we're okay. Now, we clear the path of these giant fungi, right? We have an open way here. I say we go here. We save the knock until like we're kind of like at a dead end point. Okay, so there was no treasure in this room. There are lots of opportunities for treasure. Guarding treasure, with incidental treasure, protecting treasure. So I think that like we didn't get treasure this time, but there is a really good chance. Also, in my last video, a commenter had a really interesting suggestion about how you're supposed to like place, as a dungeon master, you're supposed to place treasure, and there's random treasure as well. But I was saying how like it feels cheesy for me to be like, oh, there just so happens to be 1,000 gold pieces in here. But I gave it some more thought. And I think at the end of the adventure, whatever room I do as my last one, there will be 25% of a fighter's level appropriate to that dungeon. So for example, if it's a level 1 dungeon, a fighter to get to level 2 needs 2,000 XP. So we'll just cut that like into a quarter, right? And say there's 500 gold. Just so there's something to take away. If it's level 2, I think they need 4,000. So there you go, right? There's 1,000 gold just sitting there. Okay, so let's keep going. So here we chopped it all up. We're gonna follow the tunnel along. Where does it lead? We roll a d20 to find out. 14, I do believe that's a chamber. 14, following the passage, 14. Oh, it's not. It goes 20 feet, and then it turns to the right for 10. Okay. 20 feet, and then, okay. If we're going down this way, it turns to the right after 10 feet. Oh, interesting. Okay, looks like it's going to be a dead end. Yeah, I mean, looks like a dead end to me, right? Yeah, that's a dead end. There's a boop, boop. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's another mark on the torch. And we hit a dead end. We have to double back. You know, now's a good time as any to use the knock spell. So before we do, we're going to listen at the door. What could there be? The puppy says, shh, 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 there's something there. If there is something there, the puppy did that. We don't know yet if there actually is anything beyond the door. So we're gonna let our wizard cast his knock spell. Silently opening the door. Whatever's on the other side, if there is a monster, we can surprise them. Let's roll a d20, see what's on the other side of the door. 11. Every time that we get the drop, there's never a door, or there's never a chamber on the other side. It's always like some random tunnel with nothing there. Okay, 11, we go 20 feet, and then it turns left, it goes 10 feet. 20 and over this way. And following the path, 3, we have, it goes 20 feet, there's a door on the right, and then it goes another, okay, let's see. Yeah, we could just connect this like so, and there's a door on the right. We kind of jimmied that a little bit, but yeah, it's fine. Okay, how about this door? Is it locked? It is locked, okay. A little bit of a wraparound here, huh? Okay, so what's on the other side of that door? We will find out. Again, the dog saying, I hear something. There is something here. But the problem is we got to smash it down. One of my viewers says you can't smash down doors, but I have never read a rule that says that you can't. So we're going to keep playing as if you can. If you guys can provide me with a page number for any rule that you know of, you're like, hey guys, hey Mike, I think you're doing it wrong. Here's the page number. Just let me cross-reference it and see what you can find. Because like I'm down for playing the game right. I just, I need to see the rules. We're going to smash this bad boy down. It's going to take 10 minutes. It also took 10 minutes just to get around here. So, boop. Random monster check. No. We smashed the door down. That's going to trigger a noise. No. Takes 10 minutes. What's on the other side? It's not surprised, but we did hear something, so we won't be surprised either. We're going to roll a D100. Oh, wait, is it a chamber? We don't know. Let's see. We'll keep the 20. It is a chamber. On the other side of the door, beyond the door, is a chamber. We'll keep this 20. Whatever it turns out to be. 20 is a monster. It's a pet or an allied creature. So we're finally going to get an idea of what it is that dominates this space. It's going to be some kind of minion, an ally, but it is not the dominant monster itself. Could be a pet, could be an ally. Let's find out. D4, D10. 9 and 4. So come down to the 4 section, down to the 9. We have zombies. 2d4 zombies, but good thing we have our trusty cleric. There are 4 zombies behind this door. Let's see, what does this room look like? We smashed down the door. Oh, you know what? Maybe it didn't make any sound for the dog, so we're going to have to go ahead and roll surprise anyway. Maybe the dog smelled it, but It's not a smell at door, it's a listen at door, and I'm not going to cheese it that much. So we still need to roll if we're surprised or not, even though the dog had a success because you know, we're doing the best we can here. We are not surprised. So let's see who's going to go first once we get, we got to get an idea of how big is this room? What are we looking at? 3 on the room size is not that big. It's just a 30 by 30. It's also really, I mean, if you think about it, that's not small either. Okay, and there are going to be 4 ways out. How about this? We're just going to go 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Yeah, that's a lot of ways in and out of a room. All right, whatever. Let's just go. Let's see. The first one is on the wall opposite. It is a door that is special. We've got a special door, and I'm going to remember this time to write what the special is. Teleports. Magical portal or teleportal to another area of the dungeon. Teleport. Okay. We've got a 20 is on the same wall as the entrance. It is a door that is open. All right, well, the same wall as the entrance, it'll be right here, and it's open. And then we have, that's 2, there's 4 in total. Now we have one that's on the wall to the left. It is a door that is stuck. Okay, we have a stuck door here. Not the end of the world, we could probably get that open. And then the last one is on the wall opposite. It is a passage. And there's 4 zombies in here. We're not surprised. They're not surprised. Let's see who goes first. We are going to go first. I think we're just going to go ahead and turn undead because we don't need to mess with these dudes. Like they offer us nothing except for a little bit of XP. Let's go over to the zombie section. You know, I think we've been going at it for quite a while now. We might just have to take our consolation prize after we beat these zombies. We did map a little bit more of the space. Actually, I just want to see where the teleporter takes us, to be honest with you. Let's see, zombies. Okay, zombies are 2 hit die creatures, so we will need to refer to the player's book. Player's tome. Turning to the cleric page, we can follow along at home. Turn to page 36. Well, the table we're looking at is on page 37. We are a 4th level cleric. 2 hit die creatures. We just automatically turn them. We don't even need to roll. We just automatically turn them and they flee. We're going to get the XP for them, which is 20 each. So that's 80 XP to divide up amongst the boys. Almost 0 threat there. We're not worried about it. I think we have time for 1 more room. And I want to see where this teleporter takes us. Now, it could take us to another floor. It could take us to maybe to the next level. It could take us to another area in this dungeon. I think we're going to let the dice decide. So we're going to roll a d3. If it's a 1, it's going to keep us on this level. If it's a 2, it's going to take us to the next level. And if it's a 3, it's going to take us to a special treasure and a special monster chamber. A secluded area, an extra dimensional space that has a big monster, something scary, but big treasure as a reward. So 1 keeps us on this level, 2 takes us to level 3, and 3 gives us just an extra dimensional space where there's like a guardian and a bunch of treasure. 1. It's going to keep us on this floor. So we're going to roll, let's say, if we roll a 1, it's this region. If we roll a 2, it takes us up here somewhere. If we roll a 3, it takes us further over here somewhere. And if we roll a 4, it sends us down here somewhere. 1. It's going to send us to this area. We could roll a d20 if it's within, let's see, we have 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, let's roll a d10. And if it's outside of our number range, we just add a room. So we have a 4 here. It is outside of our number range because we have room 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So how about we just add a room right over here? It just drops us into a room over here. That's cool, right? Because that's closest to 4. Oh, it could be over here. Let's do that. Yeah, just drops us into a room right over here, teleports us across the way. So this is how they're going to connect, because this actually these cannot connect here. And it would be a long, weird road to get over here. So yeah, there's going to be a teleportation room here. We can even draw it. A cool little teleportation room. Let's see what the room size is, and we'll put the teleportation room in there. 2, it is, oh, it's just a 20 by 20. We're just going to do like a weird like pentagram shape. This is the portal. It connects to 217. And this will be room 218. All right, now is there anything in this room? Any ways in and out? 3, I don't think there's any way out. Yep, no way out, it's just a dead end. But inside wait, is that 92? That is 92, right? Yeah, that's 92. I think we already hit 92, didn't we? It was like a random obstacle or something. Let's see, 92 is a dungeon hazard. Okay, well, so the teleportation circle has a hazard, and we're gonna roll a d20. 13 gives us spider webs. Okay, well, spider webs really aren't that big of a hazard. Doesn't say spiders, it just says spider web. So yeah, we can hack them free, clean out the area. There's gonna be 25% of a fighter's level of consolation prize, because it seems like we couldn't hit any treasure or combat. Sorry, boys, you know how it goes. The dice decide what happens sometimes. So since we're at level 2, to get to level 3, yeah, it's another 2,000. So yeah, we'll even say it's the difference. So 500 gold. Okay, 500 gold. So that's 100 gold for each of my guys, plus the 100 gold, plus the 80 XP. So, not that much. Kind of a slower episode, but we did get to map out further in the dungeon. I'm glad to be back. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'm going to see you guys next time. All right, bye-bye.